Sup, Julius, you psyop, thanks for the content. Have you seen the new episodes of Tough? I have, yeah. DC crashing out. I'll take a dollar, DC, man. Have you seen DC crashing out backstage on Tough? I don't know if he sounds like that. He doesn't sound like that at all. But DC crashing out backstage at Tough after his fighters lose. I told you not to back up. Just don't back up. This was an easy fight. This was an easy fight. I told you not to back up. They're just not listening. They're not listening. That's what DC was saying. Oh, God, it felt bad. And then meanwhile, Chael's guys are winning with Chael in the corner going, touch him. Touch him. That's it. Just touch him. Touch him. Yeah, touch him. And Chael's team's just winning with that information that he's given him. And DC's crashing out while trying to give him all of this advice. Touch him. It's not touch him, it's touch E-E-M. It's touch eam, is how he pronounces it. Impression of Joe glazing Hall's BJJ while being slept unconscious on the mat after Ilya slept him. Get out of there. Even while dead, you do not want to be in his guard, folks. Thank you for the $5. Going through a breakup, do I blow my shit smooth off? I don't know. I give it a 2. Don't do it. Dude, I hate people that get like in like depression over like going through a breakup. Do you know how privileged you are? I wish I could go through a fucking breakup, dude. Who's with me in chat? Fucking depressed fucking pussies in my fucking chat room telling me that they're going through a fucking breakup and that they fucking, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying now? Oh, I just split up with my second girlfriend, dude, and I really love this one. I really did. You had real love? You felt love in life? That's crazy, bro. Someone loved you. A girl loved you, dude. You were in a relationship and then you split up. What? Dude, I wish I had relationship drama, dude. People don't realize what a privilege that is. 27 years old or 26 years old. I haven't felt love, man. You know, I actually met Nelson. No, I didn't meet Nelson Mandela. What the fuck am I saying? You know, chat, would you believe me if I told you that I've shook the hand of Desmond Tutu? Desmond Tutu. A South African bishop and theologian. I've met and shook hands with Desmond Tutu while doves were being let go. You guys know that? It's actually true. I got a picture of him when I was a kid. Of me like this, shaking hands. I'm bigger than him as well. Of me shaking hands with Desmond Tutu as a kid. Babe. Wow, I agree. Leon is definitely overhated and underrated. True. Thank you for the €2. Desmond the Amazing. Yeah, he did some like charity thing in my area when I was a kid. And we all went out to meet him. It's like a thank you. And I shook hands with him. You guys don't know about Desmond Tutu? Come on. Thank you for the $5. Sheep Herder 911. I shook hands with Tutu. Got a picture with him. He's a great guy, Guru. That was just a random black guy. Easy mistake to make. Yeah, what if it was just a random old black man? No, it was actually Desmond Tutu, though. They had a whole thing and like a whole fucking thing set up and they were letting doves loose as like a sign of peace. It was back in the days in like early 2000s when like a black person did anything and they would just be like, oh my God, he's the Pope. You know what I'm saying? Like a black person in Africa would say something in the year 2004, like, maybe we should stop killing each other. And all of a sudden he'd be the Pope and he would go on tour around the world and everyone would like herald him and let loose doves in honor of him. And maybe he would say something like, and I think people need to be nicer to each other. And then everyone just went, oh my God, fuck it, this is Jesus, he's back, you know? So that was the whole Desmond Tutu. Thoughts on Conor dissing Mike Perry? I like to do this, good promo. Impression of Desmond Tutu shaking hands with a 6'2" 10-year-old. I was not 6'2" at 10 years old. Thank you for the 5 months of membership. I'm not really an NBA player. Thank you for the 5 months. No, I was probably like 5'4" or something. I don't know how tall he was. I literally mogged him. Guru goes to South Africa, meets a few black people. I met Nelson Mandela and his extended family. No, not Nelson Mandela. It was Desmond Tutu. He was a famous ballet dancer from South Africa, if you guys don't know. That's who Desmond Tutu was. He's up until the finish. Thoughts? John was getting cracked until the finish. He also was stinging DC with knees to the body and kicks to the body over and over again and stomp. That were setting up the head kick the whole time. But, yeah, DC was putting hands on. Jones can't box. Jones has never been able to box. He's got longest reach than anyone, but he actually can't throw hands to save his life. He's never knocked someone down. Machida, he kind of like caught coming in and then they kind of fell into each other. And he did catch Machida with a good punch. But he's not really that guy, is is he? He's never really been able to box. Like, I feel like Jon Jones, chat, yes or no? Let me know if I'm wrong on this. Jon Jones has the longest reach in the UFC, 84 inches of reach. Have you ever seen Jon Jones establish a jab in a fight? I've seen him establish like an open palm gesturing towards the eyes of his opponent every time they try and throw at him. I've never seen Jones pop in a jab, like establishing a proper jab on someone in a fight. He may have landed a few jabs, I'm not denying that, but I can't remember a time where he was like, damn, Jones has really figured out his jab on this guy, and he's got a massive gulf in reach over them all the time. $2. Impression of Chiesa telling BJ to stop talking about his mum. Chiesa telling BJ to stop talking about his mum. Don't you ever talk about my mom. Look at her cheeks. She's a clone. Thank you for the $2. People forget, man. That's not my mom's ass. I know my mom's ass. BJ Penn and his mom in the kitchen. That's not my mom's cheeks. And believe me, I know my mom's cheeks. And those are not my mom's cheeks. More praise for Bilal in top comments in favor of Bilal Muhammad's performance in every video about Bilal Muhammad versus JDM is just, it hurts me. Hurts me so much, man. Well, you know when you click on a JDM Bilal post and you think, oh yeah, another JDM appreciation post, and you see the comments and it's like, glad Bilal made a show of it and didn't try to hug his way to retaining. Respect Bilal, he's a real champ. You know what I'm saying? Pathetic, man. Pisses me off. So glad Bilal decided to make a show of things and chose not to defend, like, oh man, like he didn't get all his takedowns stuffed, you know what I mean? Also, did you see Conor confront Perry? I sent it to you, do an impression of it. I didn't see Conor confront Perry, no. At BKFC, that's good promo. Was he ever that good? Yeah, how did this guy even beat people? Oh, it's on Full Violence, I see it.
Yeah, you're welcome back, because I welcomed you back. Yeah. October 11th is your date, and you'll dance for me, boy. You'll dance for the owner, and then we can talk. But your date is October 11th. Yeah. Michael Perry, the return of Platinum. And we've got some hell of an announcement for an opponent for you. One of the baddest men to ever grace the Ultimate Fighting Championship when it comes to bare knuckle. And he's going to throw down with you in front of me for my viewing pleasure. And then I'll decide if you're worthy.
Dude, what's McGregor doing? And you'll dance for me, boy. Your date is October 11th. And you'll dance for me, boy. On that date, you'll earn your shot back in the UFC. And you'll dance for me, boy. What a fucking weirdo McGregor's turned into. What the fuck? What's on Conor dissing Mike Perry? I didn't mind it, dude. It sells. That's promo right there. And then you'll dance for me, and you do as I told you, Money Louie. He had a very weird voice, McGregor. Impression of Bisping mad that he lost a pogo stick race to GSP. Bah! Rebecca! Bring Callum here so I can fucking beat him again. I don't know if he beats Callum. I don't know if he beats Callum, but I don't want to start that rumor about Bisping, but, you know, it'd be funny if he did. It wouldn't be funny, but, you know, it is what it is. Poor Callum, yeah. Callum, yeah. Oh, sorry, Dad. Sorry, I didn't mean it, Dad. His little weird accent that he's got. You know Bisping's son follows me on shit. I don't want to bait him out. What's up, Callum? Oh my word. Baby boy. Oh my word. You know, he follows me on stuff. I saw that the other day. A couple weeks ago, actually. Shout out to Callum Bisping for watching my stuff. Appreciate you, brother. Big man. Big man Callum, dude. Me and Callum might have to tussle, dude. Me and Callum might have to tussle. Nah, you probably ragdoll me, right? Isn't he like a top, like, decent wrestler? Like a proper good wrestler? And he's a big dude as well. He's my size. Bigger than Bisping, at least. Fucking midget. Zulo.
Somewhere, some people saying that if he wins the belt, he's gonna retire. I think
you
so.
heard that? There's
some little talks.
Oh wow!
Some whispers, you know, some whispers about that. Like if he wins the belt, he retires. You know, like I'm not sure of that. I don't know if I believe that or not, but it's an option. You know, there's too much pressure on him. Yeah, health problems and a lot of pressure from his country. I don't know. Maybe he retires, maybe not.
Wow.
He has a lot of money already. like a lot of money. He's good with money, you know. He'll be already the champion. So why not retire? I'll do the same.
Julie. Do you think Chimaev will potentially retire after his next fight? I've seen Baralho saying that he's hearing rumors of it, but I highly doubt that. Thank you for the $7 Canadian. I highly doubt it. And I highly doubt the UFC will let him. Not if they... I don't think they can stop him if they want to, but they'll definitely massively encourage him to stick around if that's the case. Yes or no, chat? If the UFC knew Chimaev was going to retire after this next fight, they wouldn't have given him a title shot. Let's just call it what it is. If the UFC, the big UFC in 2025, after what's just happened with Jones and Aspinall, if they knew Chimaev was going to retire if he won the world championship, they wouldn't be giving him a title shot right now. So, you know, there's literally other options that they had as well in Imavov and Baralho. So, yeah, they definitely wouldn't have given him that. I think Baralho's just boring and can't make headlines without lying, it seems. I'm dying to see you on PKA. They have bad guests, and although they have casual takes, I think your humor styles will make for a good episode. Yeah, if they emailed me, I'm not clicking on your link to something by email. DM me on Instagram, you fucking boomers, on PKA. I saw an email from something that could be PKA. You know what I mean? And it was after I mentioned on stream that day, tell them to get into contact with me then. So that's why I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So just DM me on Instagram, you fucking 70-year-old men, and we'll sort it out. You know what I mean? So I can see if it's actually you that's sending me something. Because ever since I've been mentioning the PKA thing, I keep getting loads of fake PKA fucking emails that I know aren't real. But one of them could be, right? One of them did look legit, but I'm not fucking clicking on it. Did you see the UFC India post for Derrick Lewis? I did not see the UFC India post for Derrick Lewis. And now I want to see the UFC India post for Derrick Lewis. To be Vases, I've already read it. F Verdum isn't top 5. I'm a 65-year-old Japanese man. Yes, sir. Fabricio Verdum's not top 5. Yes, sir. He didn't quite make the top 5, dude. The Wonder Boy returns. Dude, the way UFC India does their posts is actually hilarious in comparison. The Black Beast with hot balls in his hands. What the fuck? And there's fried chicken in the back as well. UFC India. Jesus Christ. He's got like fiery balls in his hands. And there's a tub of fried chicken in the background of the picture that they put up about him. Interesting. Did you see Ben Askren's update vid? It was tough to watch, man. You know what the most annoying part about the... sorry, I hate to make it about me. No, I did see it. It was very uncomfortable to watch. I saw it... I watched it again through the clip channel that I saw it on. Yeah, it was very uncomfortable to watch, dude. I didn't like seeing it. I felt uncomfortable watching it, yeah. Felt weird, man. But yeah, I did a clip channel where I reacted to it and I was very serious. And then the next clip that was edited next to it was me joking around about something. And someone in the comments said, dude, Guru going from talking about Ben Askren seriously, in quotations, to all of a sudden joking about so-and-so immediately afterwards is crazy. And it had like a lot of likes on the comment. And I was thinking, dude, it's clipped. This is an edit. They've put that moment next to the moment of reacting to Ben Askren. Like, this is so obvious. You know? This is such an obvious thing. And people are, like, up in arms about this, about the way I reacted. I'm like, dude, I'm not laughing about that. I didn't laugh about the Ben Askren thing at all. You know? People were trying to make jokes, but I wasn't reading them. But anyway. What number does a girl's body count disqualify her from wife material? My friend just dumped his girl of 2 years because she told him she has 18. Yeah, 18's crazy. Thank you for the... It depends how old they are, but 18's still crazy, yeah. Thank you for the $7 Canadian. I don't know, chat. To me, I'm just... I don't get hookup things, man. I don't understand that whole thing. That's rank to me, you know? So maybe I'm different. But I just, it's not even about body count to me. I just think if you're the type of person who can like barely know someone and go to their house and fuck them as a woman, then you're a dumb woman. Like that's my honest opinion. It's not even about, oh, the pussy's going to be too stretched for me. Like a lot of people try and make it out to be some like level of insecurity like that. But just in my opinion, in big 2025, if you're a woman in the Western world, and you can meet a man within a few minutes and be in his fucking taxi back to his, drunk as well, don't know them, having sex with him, then you're just a low IQ, dumb person. So it's not about them being like, oh, what if they have an STD? Like, it is obviously to an extent about that, but it's not that way. I just think that's a dumb thing. And I haven't done that with women since I was like a teenager. And I only did it a few times, and I felt bad about it. I've always felt bad about it. I never got like a good feeling from that, you know? I just felt like it didn't even count. You know what I'm saying? Get that one stand thing, you're drunk. It just, you do it a time or two and then you go, ugh, that's kind of rank. So I don't know. And that's for a man. That's for a big man like me. I have nothing to fear. You know what I'm saying? Other than maybe getting robbed. So for a woman to do that, I just think it's dumb. So I would just consider them low IQ. But, I don't know. 18's crazy, but I don't know what this beef is in chat. Can we start? Impression of Bear pranking Mushemi on his last straw. Bear pranking Mushemi on his last straw.
I just wanted to show you guys my macaroni collection. Hey, Rampage. Got him. You're interrupting me. This is supposed to be my big moment. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone for this.
Sounds a lot like me.
I'm Ron Weasley and I'm fucking Downs. And together we are Harry Potter.
I feel like the whole film just fucking... Dude, I hate fucking Harry Potter. It's such a good... I just feel like, chat, here's my take on Harry Potter. It was like the first idea of like a school of wizardry and like this world of wizardry. And therefore it's good because they made this world of wizardry. But they could have done it so much better, dude. That niche is boring as fuck. It's boring as fuck. You know what it is? Too many, and this is so true, too many women started being interested in it, and then they started tailoring the later films to women. Absolutely true. And women in the chat, all two of you, you have to accept this one. You have to accept this one. I did watch it, dude. I have watched it. I was a kid. I watched it when I was a kid. But I think like that, like women started to enjoy it, and then they started like tailor-made a lot of... It just became a lot of love interest shit towards the end of it. I ain't trying to watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? And there was no like cool spells. I feel like there was no cool spells. Am I wrong? There was no cool spells in Harry Potter. Like when someone gonna get smacked by a fucking fireball off the fucking side of a building, you know what I mean? There was barely any of that. And it's just, that was the... Avada Kedavra goes hard, but there was no big moment. It was like magic for like a pixel of CGI that would hit them and then they would die. Avada Kedavra! That was the noise they would make when they did it, yeah. And I just felt like they should have like a fireball thing or like a fucking electricity fucking storm that they create or something, you know what I mean? But they left all that for like individual moments when that should have been non-stop. I needed to see Harry Potter, like, with his glasses on.
Sorry, guys. Just making my way to school.
And then someone fucking cast a spell on him. And it just fucking blasts him across the corridor and he, like, dies. not dies. Maybe not dies in episode 1, but, like, you know. Harry can't use illegal spells. You know what I mean? Like, that is. Harry can't use illegal spells. What kind of rules is this? Magic? You got rules that he has to follow? He can't use illegal spells? What a fucking nerd. He should die then. He should die to someone using illegal spells. Oculus Reparo. I don't want to know that fucking spell to fix glasses. I want to know what spell breaks them and fucking shatters glass in Harry's eyes. You know what I mean? Oculus Reparo. That was actually a fucking spell that they had where they broke Harry's or they repaired Harry's glasses or something, right? Where's the spell that fucking shatters him, you know? And gets glass in his eyes and Harry's going in the corridors. It's fucking, I don't know, as Draco like actually does some shit other than being a fucking bitch. Draco Malfoy is the big villain of the film and all he does is tell his dad and then cry and be a bitch. Let him be an actual villain, you know? You know he's not the villain, he's actually good and a tortured character and he's the anti-hero and all of this other fucking takes on that. Thank you for the $2. Impression of Magumbo discovers fire in 2025. Warmest man. Okay. I discovered a fire when my motorbike inflamed over the corpse of I don't know. Imagine KOing Charles and winning your second belt just so they can bring in some fat tard in the cage who starts bickering at you. Yeah. Hey, lad, what? That was a heavy KO, lad. Fair play, lad. Thank you for the $5. You just KO'd Volk, Holloway, and Charles Oliveira. Paddy Pimblett, folks. Hey, that KO was heavy, lad. Fair play, lad. That was a heavy KO, lad. But you can't KO me, lad. And you're just completely out of shape. Yeah. Pimblett is actually got such aura. You know how many lightweights are devoting their entire life and making sure they check every box to be a top contender? You know how hard Gamrot must train? You know how hard these guys train? Joel Alvarez, Mateusz Gamrot, Grant Dawson. These guys are probably in shape year round. Never take any... Dude, Paddy literally gets obese between fights. Fat mess. What's up, lad, eh? Just, I don't know, actually insane, dude. Actually insane. Top 7, yeah. Gamrot beats Paddy. He probably does. He probably does. I think Gamrot's very underrated. Dumbest active fighter at the moment. The dumbest active fighter at the moment. The dumbest active fighter at the moment. Ryan Spann. Yeah, he's not active as much anymore, though. Probably Vettori. I think Vittori's just... No, Vittori's not brain dead because he's based. That's a bad look for me otherwise. Probably Gaethje. Or Vettori or Gaethje. Brendan Allen is very dumb. Brendan Allen is very dumb. I'd actually take that as Brendan Allen. I agree. Brendan Allen or Cody Garbrandt. Brendan Allen is definitely the dumbest person ever. So yeah, Brendan Allen or Cody Garbrandt. People forget, man. 2020 Masvidal was a superstar. He was. Go MMA, you say the wrong thing and I can neutralize a source of your income in a snap of the fingers like that. You little leech parasite human. Add that to the outro of your fucking video.